I played an MMO with 0 players, and it was actually pretty good. Hey there, friends. I hope you're doing well. I'm Laura, aka Weird Barbie, and today we're doing something a little bit different. Playing an MMO that has no players. So, grab a tea, your favorite hoodie, pet a chicken if one's nearby, and let's dive in. So, I went onto SteamDB, sorted by player count, and deliberately picked a free-to-play game that had 0 players online. That's how I found Ancible Online, a tiny 2D pixel art fantasy MMO that launched on November 7th, 2025, developed and published by the solo developer, The Giant's Drink. And I kind of wanted to know, why is nobody playing this? I put about 4 hours into the game and was pleasantly surprised to find myself very much enjoying it. Because of the low player count, I expected to find something broken, janky, barely functional. But what I got instead was a completely stable, surprisingly polished little MMO. No bugs, no crashes, nothing falling apart. It was just very quiet. The moment you load in, you can feel what the game is going for. It's very old school, stripped down, very intentional in its design, and that intention seems to be functionality. The closest comparison I can make for this game is maybe old school RuneScape mixed with classic Zelda, but both distilled down to their most basic elements. For gathering skills, you've got that same classic OSRS loop of click and wait until the node is empty, and then repeat. But it's functional and familiar, if not a bit simple. The world itself is split into zones rather than being fully open. There are loading screens between each area, but the load times are quick and navigating them is actually really intuitive. You can open the map, select a location, and clearly see how each zone connects to the others. It's clean and easy to understand. And across the zones, there's actually a decent amount to do. You've got NPC quests that are tracked in a journal, task boards in towns that offer kill and gather quests. These refresh regularly and give you extra experience for stuff you're going to be doing anyway, so you might as well pick them up. There's even dungeons and boss enemies scattered throughout the world. I actually found a boss and immediately realized I had absolutely no business being anywhere near it at my level, so I left quickly. Combat is exactly what you'd expect from a classic MMO like this. Tab targeting, ability bar, click to cast. Nothing revolutionary here. You've got status effects like poison, slow, paralysis, all the usual stuff. The only thing I found myself wishing for, actually, was for an auto attack system. Because right now, if you want to basic attack, you have to manually click every time. Either clicking the enemy directly or activating the ability from your hotbar. It's not a deal breaker, but it does make combat feel a little more click heavy than it needs to be. HP and mana are replenished by eating food or drinking potions, which you can eventually craft, or you can buy them or collect them from defeated enemies. Progression in Ancible is very straightforward and simple. You've got 4 classes to choose from: warrior, ranger, mage, or cleric, and a very rudimentary talent tree for each of those. Each level gives you a point to spend, and you can respec your talents at any time for free by talking to an NPC, which is great because it means there's no pressure to commit and no punishment for experimenting. There's also a solid crafting system with a pretty wide range of gear that you can make and equip. Enemies drop items and gear regularly enough that it feels rewarding to fight them. Character creation is basic, but it works. You've got a few different body types: humans, cats, dogs, goblin characters, and then you can customize your colors and accessories. Nothing groundbreaking, but it's very serviceable. And then there's the social side, or, well, the lack of one in this case. The game is an MMO, it has global chat, it has guilds, and you can play with your friends. But I didn't see a single other player. Not one. And yet somehow, the game still works. It doesn't need other people to function. Sure, combat would be faster and easier if you had a healer and some other DPS classes to help, but you can play the entire thing solo without too much friction. There's no level scaling, which is nice because I dislike that in most games. Some areas are clearly meant for higher level characters, and you find out pretty quickly if you should be going into an area or not. Ancible feels less like a traditional MMO and more like a single player RPG that just happens to exist online. There is a cash shop, but it's honestly very reasonable. The game doesn't advertise it or push it at you, it's just there if you look for it. It's mostly made up of cosmetics with a few extras like additional character slots that you can purchase, nothing that felt predatory or aggressive. If someone really liked this game, I could absolutely see them choosing to spend money on it. The only real issue I ran into wasn't even the game's fault. While I was downloading something in the background, I started having connectivity issues. And that's on me, my internet is shit. But outside of that, the experience was very smooth. What really surprised me though, I think, was the presentation. Like, the pixel art style is genuinely very cute and charming. The sound design is good. It uses sound bites from the classic Pokemon games, which aided in it feeling very familiar. And the music actually changes depending on where you are, so you're not just stuck hearing the same loop over and over. There are roughly 30 zones to explore right now, and I did run into an area where it said coming soon, so I'm assuming that the dev is working on adding more content to the game, which is great. It even has seasonal events. There was a spring bloom festival happening while I played, although I didn't participate because I was too low level to reach the area it was asking me to go to start that quest chain. But the fact that it's there at all, I mean, for a solo developer, that's kind of impressive, especially for something this small. It ran very smoothly on Steam Deck right out of the gate with no setting changes needed apart from making it full screen 1080p. I did play it using a keyboard and mouse on a docked Steam Deck, but the controls are so simple and intuitive, and there are so few keyboard shortcuts anyway that I could easily see this being mapped to a controller, especially if you have a Steam controller with the 4 additional back buttons. During my time exploring this game, I kind of kept coming back to the same question. Why is nobody playing this? Because it's not broken, it's not predatory, it's not unfinished. It's a perfectly serviceable, free-to-play little MMO that I could see being very enjoyable with a few friends, and maybe a few drinks. I originally picked this up because I needed something small. It's only about 150 megabytes, and I needed something that was keyboard and mouse based to give my thumb a break from mashing buttons in solo leveling Arise Overdrive. And what I found was this cozy, low-pressure little MMO that definitely sparked my interest, and it feels like a classic mix between old-school RuneScape and Legend of Zelda, which are 2 games that I love very dearly. Overall, I had a great time exploring this game, and I definitely recommend it. It's not going to be your next forever MMO. It's not something you're going to sink thousands of hours into, although you definitely could. Rather, I see this as something that you enjoy spending a couple of evenings with and moving on. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, hype if you want to help out a small channel, and let me know in the comments, would you play an MMO that has 0 players? Why or why not? If you want more cozy MMO reviews, I've got lots to choose from on my channel. And if you want longer form content, be sure to check out The Campfire, a gaming podcast, which I co-host with the fabulous Embers Arcade. New episodes of that go out every Thursday wherever you get your podcasts. And lastly, if you like your books extra spicy, check out Heart's Gambit Heat, my first novel about a knight and a gladiator who begin as opponents, become best friends, and eventually fall in love. Links to everything, including my Discord, are in the description below. That's all for me today, guys. Until next time, take care of yourselves, and remember, stay weird, stay cozy, and keep leveling.